5 things to stop doing to yourself. This is something that I have been thinking about, especially with the recent events of hate and terrorism and stuff like this. But I uh, I wanted to do something where I wanted to talk about watching and reading the news feeds so closely that you begin to believe it, and how unhealthy that is. Um, I think you think that the world is full of hate, and then there's no place to put your love. That's not good. Believing you're alone is absolutely not true. Um, Feeling that the wolves are at your door, there's no one there to protect you, and there's no help for you, but maybe Fox News or the military. These are horrible feelings and beliefs to have. Um, you know, I've been trying to go this month every day by only having positive thoughts and trying to just be absolutely positive. And then there's all these negative things that come up, and it's very difficult. So I guess I've tried to take a situation that is bad like this and try to turn it around in my mind, uh, and try to be positive, like turn a negative into a positive in some way. And with all these deaths and this violence, like how can I? And I'm thinking to myself, how would I stop terrorism? How would you stop terrorism? I mean, what, like these people I know. I mean, I could be one of them. That read the news feeds on Facebook or the social media or the news, and you just start putting all these atrocious thoughts in your head. And now it's weirdly mesmerizing to see what harmful effects it creates. And this is just what some corporations and some people want you to do. I don't want to be like a paranoid conspiracy theorist or whatever, but you know, uh, like what outrageously dreadful thoughts do you want to have polluting your reality? I mean, these thoughts, circulating through your mind, maybe in a cycle. The outcome and the way it comes to fruition in your life because of the thoughts, it's like a cancer. It just spreads. It gets worse and worse. I think, when some terrorist act, which is a terrorist act, is PR. It's public relations. It's marketing. It's like, if, okay, I don't have the marketing dollar of, say, Coca-Cola or McDonald's or something, but I can blow a whole bunch of children up, and my message has to get out there because people will report on it. Now, that's only going to lead to more violence because the whole world is feeling it, and they want retribution. And it's we've got to stop that chain of thought. I got to stop that chain of thought. Um, like when cruel and confusing information, or slash news becomes marketable, when creating fear becomes profitable to a media outlet, to a news organization, do not believe what the TV people are telling you. They don't have your best interest at heart, but they do have your wallet in their pockets, and you got to remember that that's what they want. They want your money, and fear creates profit. People make money off of this. This is what sells. If it's not Kim Kardashian's ass, it's children and innocent people being killed at a rock concert. Um, the best social media education is right under our nose. Like blocking a troll or deleting a spammer. Block news outlets that profit from corporations and commercials. Look for nonprofit sources of news and research these things for yourself. Um, the happiest people, the superstars of success, they don't fill their brains and hearts with hate. The most heroic people stand on the side of love and service. They look for the service to mankind. What can they do to help mankind? What you gotta focus on. Focus on love. How to be on the right side of history. What happens when you block, well, actually, what happens when you look back 50 years on, from the future. You look back and you say, well, these are all the things I could have done. What could I have done so I wouldn't have wasted my time, you know, making me ill from all this unhealthy fear. Um, this is what you get when you love, when confusion and misunderstanding and hatred is what happens when love is not your guide. I know that sounds touchy feely, but if you don't stand on the side of love, all sorts, it, it's just a bad thing. I wish I was more eloquent. I wish I could be more clear about my thoughts. But I just feel like when a child throws a tantrum and screams that they hate you, is it isn't it better to try to understand what that child needs than screaming at the child that you hate it? Like the retaliation. You know, I mean, to have a tantrum right back, that can't be right. It seems like if you were trying to love that child and understand what that child needs, and I'm not saying that these people are children, but I think hatred and anger is certainly not an adult or an evolved human's way of dealing with things. Now, if a body has a cancer, it's got to be taken care of. If the good cells can't fight it, if the treatment that works are locked away because less money will be made, you know, by surgery uh, or even death, and death is more profitable to some people. Some corporations make money off of their workers' deaths. If a profit can't be made, if a profit can be made off of pain and suffering, uh, where's the help? I mean, the cancer must be stopped. It can't grow anymore. It has to be removed from the body to live. And make no mistake about this, we are cells in a body on this planet. And uh, if our other cells are cancerous and dangerous to the body, well, they must be removed from the planet. They must be removed from the body. If any if the way of life is harmful to others, if their knowledge is dangerous, if their religion and beliefs are supportive in the deaths of innocent people and children, uh, they must be dealt with either by understanding, love, re-education, the dissolving of their religions, and those that want to die for their God, well, they will die, but they will not die through suicide bombing of public places and markets and stores and concerts. They will be die they will be die they will die by electrocution, or or injection, lethal injection, or something like that. It has to be this way. You got to stand on the side of love for all, and it's best to stand on the side of love, and that's where we should stand, on the side of love. And if somebody doesn't want to stand with us and they want to stand on the other side, then I just don't see you know, how we can survive with people that want to kill us and want to do us harm. We must understand what their needs are, and if their religion and their beliefs are so solid. I was only going to do this for 5 minutes because I think my title is 5 Things in 5 Minutes You Need to Know About the Silence After Terrorism. That was, in this video, that was what I was going to try to do. It's way too complicated for me, but I don't think things should be complicated. Things should be simple. Love or non-existence. Stand on the side of love or don't exist. I mean, if we are one tree and we are leaves on the same tree and we're fighting, another part of the tree, I mean, it's a disease. The tree is going to die, so you must prune the tree. I know it sounds cruel. How can that be love? But if you're going to save the tree, you can save the rest of the tree. You've got to get rid of the dead, cancerous branches. You know, And I think that killing is an act of love. Uh, I know that's. I wish I could explain myself better. And I've already gone over time. It's already 10 minutes. So this kind of just ruins the title of, 5 things. And it wasn't, it's more than 5 things, and it was more than 5 minutes, so I suck. But I got a lot going on in my head and in my heart. And I don't know if these are the answers, but I find this concept to be true. And I just wanted to talk to you and sort of get this off my chest. You know what? And I don't want it to be a bad feeling after this, so don't even believe what I'm saying. Think for yourself. I'm certainly trying to think for myself, but as you can see, it's convoluted and hard to deal with. And is it best to just ignore the news, ignore the information that's coming out? Is it best to talk? Maybe these things should only be talked about with loved ones and people you care about. But anyway, I wanted to get this video out, so I love you. I want to understand you. I want to help. I want your um, feelings and your life protected. I want you to be able to do all the things that you want to do as long as they don't hurt anyone else. Anyway, so that's it. That's it for this video. Adios.